Welcome to the Case and Lynn YouTube channel. We're doing a curly hair tutorial today.
On both of us. Just kidding.
We're doing a curly hair tutorial so that if you guys have curly hair, I'm gonna do like a step-by-step routine.
Wait, we should also maybe find an old picture of your hair.
I started wearing my hair natural back in February of 2020. If I can find a picture, I'll put it right here. And honestly, spending time to nurture your curls and bring them back to healthy and get rid of any damage, they actually really do pop up.
Lindsay's always had beautiful hair. She won best hair in high school. Okay.
Oh yeah, one best hair in high school.
Your hair now is so different than
so different than what it used to look like. With that said, let's get started so you guys can see the tutorial. My hair is a little bit wet right now because I just did an apple cider vinegar rinse, which we should probably do a separate video on because it's pretty clutch, especially if you, it's super easy and it's really good to make your hair shiny, get rid of any product buildup. But to get into the actual curly hair routine, the first thing I'm gonna do is shampoo my hair. So the shampoo that I use is the Inner Sense Pure Harmony Hair Bath. I really like this. It's gentle. It smells like oranges and vanilla. Use about that much.
I smell it.
It smells so good, right?
So nice.
And then I'll just script this in. And then I'll add a little bit of water just to help it lather. And this shampoo is also a natural, non-toxic, clean brand too, which I try to do. And it does suds up. Okay, and then once you're all squeaky clean, you can use the Inner Sense Hydrating Cream Conditioner. That's what I do. I use more conditioner than I do shampoo. So this is about how much conditioner I use. And I just put it in through my ends. And then if I have anything left over, then I'll carry it up further to these hairs. So I'm just raking the conditioner through my hair right now, helping finger detangle. I used to think that you had to leave in your conditioner for a certain amount of time in order for it to actually do its job, and I really don't think that you do. As long as you add water in to your hair while it has conditioner in, which I'll show you, then I think that that's really like plumps up the hair strands. Especially if you're actually doing deep conditioners, like a deep conditioner is more effective. What I do while I'm in the shower and the water is running, I'll take some water and I'll actually like massage it into my hair strands. And this is what I feel like makes the biggest difference in how hydrated my curls look. When I do this, they look super plump, really shiny, and extra moisturized. And then it'll be like super slippery, like seaweed. And I really like to use my fingers over using a comb or a brush because I feel like it can really like push it into my hair strands. And this is why I feel like you don't actually have to sit with your conditioner in your hair. You're really working it into your curls. And then once you've worked it in really well, you can scrunch it. This is called squish to condish. I'll do that when I rinse out too. Okay, so once you have shampooed and conditioner, I like to flip my hair over and apply my leave-in. I use the Bounce Curl Moisture Leave-In Conditioner. And I like to apply it when my head's upside down. Now I'll just rake this in with my hands. I like to flip my hair upside down because when I style it, I'll be upright. And I want to get that like extra volume that I get when I flip my hair over. And then I'll just squeeze out some extra water. Once you get out of the shower, I like to section my hair into two, and I'll do the bottom first and then I'll do the top second. But I'll start with a curl cream. I really like the one from Bounce Curl. It smells really nice, and also if there's one product that I use by itself, not with anything else, then it'll be this product. And that's how much I use for the bottom. I'll just rake it in. Afterwards, I'll use the Denman brush. This is the 7-row, but I only have 4 rows in. And I like to brush outwards at a 90-degree angle, and then the direction that my curls turn, so like these ones curl towards my face, is how I'll curve the brush at the end.
Wait, this is amazing.
Isn't that wild?
Wait, also you need to explain the rows. What do you mean a 4-row?
A 4-row Denman brush. These are the rows.
But you could put more rows in?
Yeah, this is adjustable. You can change how many rows are in. I like 4 rows. I use 4 rows because I like my curl clumps to be a little bit bigger, but if you want your curl clumps to be a little bit smaller, then you would keep in all 7 rows. Or there's also 9 rows if you have a tighter curl.
Like there's so many tools for curly hair. Like this is a new world to me. I have never, like, this is so cool to watch.
It's a lot to learn when you first start. I'm sure if anyone is just starting out, then comment below and tell us how your journey has been so far, because it's a lot to take in and it's a lot to learn. And honestly, one of the things that I really struggled with when I first started was taking so much time and being so delicate. But now, like, I just get in and I get out. That's part of the reason why I like to do my moisturizer in the shower too, because it's one less step that I need to do once I get out of the shower.
You're doing this with completely wet hair.
I like to do it with sopping wet hair, because water is moisture. And the more moisture, the more water that I have, the juicier my curls. Once you have brushed through all of your hair, then you can go in with your styling gel. I use the LA Hold styling gel. I've been using this since I first started my curly hair journey. This is my favorite. It's so cheap and it's clean. You can get it at Whole Foods. And this I just scrunch in and not squeeze the water out. All right, so once you're finished with the bottom half, you can do the top half. If you prefer to have a certain part, then this is where you would put it in. Just because it is a little dry, I'll just spritz the bottom and then I'll add in some curl cream. And then same thing, you'll take your Denman brush and brush it at a 90-degree angle and then turn towards the curls. And then I'll add some gel to the top part too. And then once everything is all like set with the gel, I'll add a little bit more and I'll flip from side to side. And then I'll also flip over and do the same thing, just really gently.
Not me trying to create a curl pattern with this brush.
The next thing we do is plop.
Plopping!
Plopping!
I know what plopping is.
We do a wet plop next. You take your t-shirt and you put it down like you're gonna put the t-shirt on. So with the collar at the top. Okay, so you're gonna flip your hair upside down and then plop it right in the middle of the t-shirt. And then you're gonna take the ends and create like a little headband. And then cross them at the nape of your neck. And then bring this top piece to the nape of your neck as well. And then press down right here. And we're gonna bring the sleeve around to the front. And then you'll tie it at the crown of your head. So you tie it right there.
This is amazing.
Beautiful!
There is such a method to this. This is like wild.
And then we're gonna leave it in for 20 minutes.
You look fabo with this.
Okay, so now that it's been 20 minutes, I can take it out. And I like to just zhuzh up the front of my hair because mine really gets pressed down. What I use for my diffuser is just a really old hairdryer, and I use the Black Orchid diffuser attachment. I like that this has really long pokes. And I start diffusing just by hovering. And then once it's dry, about 50%, then I'll go in and I'll do this, and then I'll start scrunching. And I do it on high speed setting and then medium heat. All right, last step is to take some argan oil. I really like the Josie Martin argan oil. And then I just like to smooth it over the curls and start breaking up the cast. When I'm feeling really extra, I'll take a pick along my scalp just to get some extra volume.
Look at this!
Look at all the hair. If you guys do have any questions about the curly hair routine, then obviously leave them down below.
Yes. And
we'll answer any questions that you have. If there's any other curly hair tutorial type things that you want to see, then let us know below too. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. I was here for moral support.
Don't forget to subscribe too. If you like this video, then subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next vlog.
See you next time.
Bye.
Throw this shit around.
Should I shave my armpits? Pure Harmony hair. What an intimate moment, shaving your armpits on camera.
I know.
Oh, I'm so cold. Oh my god. The camera just saw my nipple for the first time. Sign us up for OnlyFans. The reality of curly hair.
Oh my god. If I lost that much hair, I would be bald.
It makes me poop.
What's my curl type?
You would be a 0. Scrunching and scrunching.
Plop on the bed.
And high blow. Is that what it's called, high blow?